Human beings spend a lot of time thinking about the future. Psychologists call this ability to mentally simulate personal future events episodic future thinking. It helps us plan, make decisions, and manage our emotions. Because relationships form a large part of daily life, how we picture social interactions in these mental rehearsals matters. Researchers Fan Yang and Zhe Zhang wanted to know if a person's attachment style, which is how they feel and act in relationships, is linked to how they imagine their future. Specifically, they looked at attachment anxiety, where people fear abandonment, and attachment avoidance, where people feel uncomfortable with closeness. In their first study, the researchers surveyed 155 participants to determine their attachment styles. Then, they asked each person to mentally simulate 5 realistic future events that could happen in their personal lives. The participants had to picture specific details like time and location, and then rate how strongly the imagined event involved other people. The data showed a distinct pattern. People with higher attachment anxiety tended to imagine future scenarios filled with social interactions. On the other hand, individuals with higher attachment avoidance tended to picture future events that had very little to do with interpersonal relationships. Next, the scientists designed a second study to see if stress would change this dynamic. They recruited 67 university students and asked them to imagine 5 non-stressful future events, followed by 5 stressful ones. For people with high attachment anxiety, the pattern remained the same. They consistently included other people in their future simulations, whether they were imagining a relaxing day or a highly stressful situation. However, for avoidantly attached individuals, the patterns shifted depending on the emotional tone. During the non-stressful tasks, they imagined less interpersonal content, matching the first study. But during the stressful tasks, attachment avoidance did not have a statistically significant effect on whether the scenario involved other people. The authors suggest that avoidant individuals can easily suppress their need for social connection when they feel safe. But under the mental load of a stressful scenario, their inclination to avoid relying on others may become harder to maintain. Learn more about this study and other new research at PsyPost.org.